YouTube, it's Hayes again. We are going to be doing another mobile call right along today. We're going to go check out a vehicle right now. It's a Honda Accord. Really don't know what the issues are yet. We'll check it out when we get there. And we're going to be doing some kind of noise problem in the belt area or something. I don't know. We're going to look at that one too. And yeah, let's just hang out today and talk some stuff. It's a good day. It's beautiful out here today, so it's a good day to do that. So let's get to it. Well, if you look over here, you'll see a missing team member over there. Ace is at the vet today, so he's been doing that when he lays down or when he has to get up. He does that, but he walks around fine, and he's feeling pretty good, I guess. But still, something's going wrong in his abdomen area. So we're gonna find out if it's constipation, if he got a tumor, you know, something like that. So we're gonna find out today. So today I'm working for the vet, working for Ace today. I'm working to pay the vet today because, you know, the vets ain't cheap. So, yeah. Hopefully he's okay. He's been riding in the truck for 12 years now, so, you know, he's pretty important. So, anyways, let's get to it. Alright, what kind of truck is it?
It's a F350 diesel.
Ed, what's going on with it?
It's leaking power steering fluid.
Okay, an F350 diesel. What size motor do you have in that one?
It's going to be it's a 2013, I want to say it's a 6.7 in it.
6.7 power steering. You saw the leak, you visually saw it?
Yeah, I mean, it's where I'll say we see it leaking out of the truck, and then we have to keep replacing it to keep it, you know, to keep it rolling.
So do you see the leak coming out of the hose or the power steering pump?
And we just see it coming out of the truck.
Underneath the truck? Okay. What part of town are you in?
We're in Flowood.
You're in Flowood? How does tomorrow sound to you?
That should be fun.
Text me the year, make, and model, engine size, your name, and your address, and I'll put you on the schedule tonight.
All right, my man. I do appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, man. Bye. That's how you do it. Guys got this problem or not, but let me tell you, or maybe not it's called a problem, but
the destination is on your right. 1255 East County Line Road. Arrived.
I just got Ace out of the vet. $422. $422. So that means, I don't know if you guys have this issue too, but especially the self-employed people that actually have a say on how much they make, how much they bring home per day or per week or whatever. But I gotta make $422 today. That's what that means. Yeah, it's a sickness. So I have to make that money back today. I'm going to, but yeah, I wasn't planning on doing all that today. I was going to do one or two little jobs, and you know, because I had a hard day yesterday. I worked like all day, like 12 hours yesterday. So we made $1,000 yesterday, but still, I'm tired. Damn it. So, anyways. Hayes, quit bragging. He's bragging. I'm bragging about nothing. It's good to be self-employed. I've been trying to tell you all that for freaking forever. And it's not even that hard to do. It's not even that hard to do. So, and I don't do this mobile auto repair for the money anyways, really. It's nice to make the money once you figure out your worth and what kind of contributions are you personally making out there when you're doing your business. But my contributions, I think, are substantial, because people don't have to worry about putting on the wrong parts and spending the part and then spending the labor to put on the part you didn't need and all that, getting a tow and you know, efficiency. Yeah, my value is up there, I believe. It's been what, going on my 12th year now, so you would hope so, huh? Hey, you should have had a shop by now. This is my shop. This is my shop. I have everything I need in my truck or in my house. I'm a shop on wheels. I don't pay rent on a building yet. I'm gonna build. That's why I'm gonna build. So I don't pay rent like most, and I don't pay utilities on the shop, electricity, insurance, yeah. So I ask you, who's winning? So we gotta call this guy up real quick, and we're gonna go do a diagnostic. Let me see, please call me. I think that's him right there. Let's call him and find out. He should be here. Dang it, Ace. $422 for a prostate.
Hello?
Hey, yes, sir. Are you in some brown buildings?
Townhouses.
Yeah, townhouses with the garages.
Right.
Okay, where are you at? What building are you in?
E6. Are you outside more or less?
Yeah, but I see building K. I see building J.
Okay, I'm in E6. She should have took that first quick right, like when you first came into the complex more or less.
All right.
She took that first quick right, and moved down to the fence, and then take a left.
To the garages.
Yeah, I see you. You got a white truck?
Yeah.
I see you now.
Yeah.
You see me?
I do. I see you.
All right.
That was fun. So let's go check out what's going on. He's got some kind of noise or a belt, something going on. I don't know. We're at 200 today. We're at 200. Our goal is, we're going to make goals today. Our goal is don't go home until you make $422. That's the goal today. Let's do it. We're at 200 right now. All right, so now that our truck is ready to go, we're close to our vehicle, we're more efficient, we're faster, a lot faster. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this belt off. And then we'll crank it up and see if the noise goes away, and we'll spin the pulley. So let's get a 14 thing, I think. 14 millimeter, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's a 14. I think my wrench just broke. Let me get that off. This guy just asked me, what if it doesn't fix the problem? I kind of looked at him kind of funny, like, like, really? I said, you feel like saying, man, don't you know who I am? She said, you, of course it's gonna fix the problem. If it don't fix the problem, it's free. How about that? How you like that? That's what I said. What sense does it make to call a mechanic out to your house if you're going to be worried about if he's going to tell you the right problem or not? That would drive me absolutely insane, guys. Why hire? Man, just go to the dealership and get ripped off by the dealership. I say as long as we don't guess, we test everything. I said, man, we'll be fine. We will be fine. There's so many people out there just putting on parts, and that's all they don't want to learn anything extra. They don't want to learn about what a relay does. How does a relay operate? Learn about security systems or anything. And it's easy stuff. It's just basic stuff. Just basic stuff. Anyone can pop on a brake pad, an alternator, or a starter. Anyone can do that. That's nothing to be like, oh, I'm better than you, I'm better than you, and no, man, you can't even say no crap like that. Or I excelled, I'm saying it the wrong way. That's not gonna work. 1 second. He asked me a minute ago, how do you know that's gonna fix the problem? What if it doesn't fix the problem, is what he asked me. I'm like thinking to myself, I said, how did you get my number? I'm like, how did you get my number? Is what I'm thinking. I said, yeah, it's gonna be fixed. If it don't fix it, it's free. Just to give him a little bit of comfort, because I know it's gonna fix the problem, because that's why I don't guess, I always test. That's why you call me, I think. Why do you call me? I don't even know why you call me. You guys confuse me sometimes. Why are you guys even calling me? I thought we had that figured out already. When you call me what kind of service you're gonna get. Okay. You're gonna get good service. You'll see me one time for any one problem. Hopefully. Hopefully. Oh, anyways, there's the old alternator. We got a new one. That one's not wobbling. Okay. It looks like he's got a, he's gonna have to get a water pump done. It looks like his water pump gasket is, things that you might want to consider when you're doing work. You just don't put on the parts that the customer tells you to put on. You look around for stuff. That looks like dried antifreeze right there. It's all down there too. So I'll let him know that he's got a little bit of dried antifreeze. I don't see any wetness. It might be old. No, it can't be old, because this water pump's been on there a minute. You can tell by the coloration of it. It looks like it was coming out from the gasket itself. Right in here. Right in there where the seal is. And it's stripping on that nut down there. Alright, so I'll let them know about that. Let's go ahead and reinstall this alternator. Alright guys, I just got a text. I've been getting quite a few of those lately, ever since I started doing mobile mechanic videos and stuff. Oh man, he wrote a book. Okay, so this text is completely all, there's a lot of text, there's a lot. Almost all your, alright, let me, I might have to sit down and read this to you. Hello Mr. Hayes, this is Mr. Ford from Motorworks LLC. I'm doing mobile repairs. I just want to say thank you so much. You gave me the confidence. I'm gonna have to read this later, guys. But man, that's awesome so far. And that was the whole idea about doing this, because I know if I would have appreciated it when I started. Let me watch somebody on YouTube and how did they do it, but there was nothing there for me, because people that started years ago advertising, I'm talking about, there's always been mobile mechanics. I was a mobile mechanic in the 90s, but I wasn't full-time mobile mechanic. I just, after Goodyear, because I used to work for Goodyear too, I'd get in my truck and I'd take the Goodyear truck and I'd go to jobs. So, yeah, but I wasn't full-time. I was scared to go full-time. So I should never have been scared. I should just did it. I know that now. Now I'm passing it on to the younger generation so they can do it. Do things that I didn't get to do. Wish I was 15 years younger. Wish I was 15 years younger. But anyways, we're going to read this in a minute. I love it when people, you know, they text me. They find my number and they text me that they're doing well being a mobile mechanic and it's clicking for them. That's really good. It makes me feel really good. But yeah, but another way you can show appreciation is send me a couple dollars. Send me a couple dollars so I can get further, and then I'll share more information about it, about my next stepping stone, which I don't know what it is yet. But when I reach another stepping stone, I can share that with you too, and that way we both be growing together. So yeah, send me a couple dollars. That shows appreciation as well. I'm just saying. $sign Hayes Auto, and you'll see James pop up. Yeah, that's me. Or PayPal is HayesAuto1966@gmail.com. I'm just saying, that'd be awesome. Couple bucks, yeah, that shows appreciation. But man, I'm really proud of all you guys and that are actually taking that step. You're getting out of that muddy water and you're taking the step to get to that green grass on the shore. Because we all have been slaves, waiting around, punching clocks, running around in the mud, struggling, you know, in the mud, until you get out of that mud and there's green grass right over there. You can see it almost. You just gotta walk to the green grass. That's all you gotta do. And that's what you guys are doing. So thumbs up to all you guys that are taking a chance. And I'm actually making it easier for you guys, and that's the whole point of it all. To make it easy for you to do this. And hardly any of it's bullshit. If I say it on video, that means I've probably done it myself. I've probably done it, I did do it myself. I went through everything that I talk about on the videos. Otherwise, I wouldn't have anything to say. I'd just be guessing. Well, I think you can just sit at the parts store and make money there. No, you can't sit at the parts store for a little while and make money. Pop your tailgate, let people see your tools as they walk into the store buying their brake pads and starters or whatever, and they'll come out there. I promise you, if you got a nice little setup going on, it doesn't even got to be brand new truck, brand new toolbox kind of thing. As long as they see some tools, a toolbox back there, they'll come up to you and they'll say, hey man, put these brake pads on for me. Could you put these brake pads on for me, or the starter? And yeah, and get it done. It's doable. I did that too. It's the first thing I did when I first started. Because unlike many people, I am not from Jackson, Mississippi. I didn't know anybody here, so that was what I had to, that's what I figured out how to do, parts stores. So yeah, I've been to every parts store in Jackson, Madison, Pearl, Brandon. I've been to every one of them and sat for hours at a time, eating my lunch there, waiting on folks, passing out flyers, talking to people. There was this one guy I was talking to. He's a mobile tech. I've been trying to get him going, but he's catching on, but he should be a lot further than he is if he would just listen to everything I say and just say little pieces, little recommendations I give to him. So, where was I going with that? Oh man, I keep doing that. It's old age, I guess. That's what they say. Embarrassment. He says he don't want to sit at the parts store because he don't want no one to think he's a bum. That's insane. That's insane. Embarrassment does not put money in your pocket. That's not going to put money in your pocket. It's not going to feed you. It's not going to pay your rent. I'm embarrassed because I don't want people to think I'm a bum trying to work on cars like a shade tree or something. I don't know where his thinking is, but it's totally off. So if any one of you guys are thinking like that, you're thinking off. So when you grow, when you start building your tools up and you're looking better, yeah, you want these people to see you grow at the parts store. So if you're at the parts store 1 month, 3 months later, they might come walking out of the store. They say, "Oh, Dave, he done upgraded. He got a new air compressor now and some air tools." In the back of his truck, they're probably gonna holler at you then. Let me give people a chance. This is fairly a new business. So if you get in it right now and you got your little mobile auto repair sticker on your car, you got some decals on it, this is a good time to start being a mobile mechanic. It's only 12 years young right now. So there's still a lot of shade trees out there that are doing bad work. You can come behind them and you can start fixing their stuff, and you're locked in. You're on speed dial. You're on speed dial. Just do good work. Just do good work. That's all you got to do. All right, guys, let's get back to this. Yeah, that's all you got to do. So good luck to all you guys out there that are actually doing this. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. Thank you for all the compliments too. I appreciate those. It's pretty nice to hear. I've realized since I've been doing these mobile mechanic videos and ride along videos, I've noticed that is the best way to really teach you guys and to show you what I do on a daily basis out here. And I'm gonna keep them up, and I can talk. It's the best way I can teach you and to show you so you can get a feel for it. As far as talking to customers, just be yourself. Just be yourself. Be kind. Have a good attitude. Don't be too fast. Don't be too fast when you're working on a car. I know I said this in another video. Yeah, you don't want to go like super fast, you know, like you're on dope or something, trying to take off tires. You know, walk to your toolbox. Get what you need. Get the job done nice and easy. You know, not like a zombie or shit, like, you know, slow motion. But, you know, be slow, but be aware. Be aware of everything. Be aware of how you're moving. Yeah, actually, that's the best way to put that. Be aware of how you're moving when you're working on someone's car and they're standing by you, watching you, or they're sitting in the chair, or, you know, they're watching. Just be nice and easy, because if you start running back and forth and getting all crazy and making noises and stuff, they're gonna feel uncomfortable and like you're, you know, they're gonna feel uneasy. Is he doing the right thing? And, you know, just slow down, calm down, get the job done, pay attention to detail. Okay? All right, let's get to this belt job. I have a bad feeling I'm gonna need a pulley. And I just passed the parts store talking to you guys on the phone. It's your fault. Yeah. So yeah, cash at me. Everyone's gonna prosper. Everyone. We're in the 08 Honda Accord. He says he got a misfire and the battery light will come on while you're driving it. So we're gonna be taking a look at that. So far, it runs actually pretty damn good. I don't see any lights. No check engine lights are on. Steering's kind of funky, but I don't know. It's okay, I guess. Yeah, it's all right. So let's take it for a drive. Oh, needs struts for sure. All right, actually it's running really good. So let's get on scan tool. I didn't see any check engine lights on. Sorry for my screen. For those of you who are interested in, you know, tracking your work that you get done, you know, you get reports at the end or monthly, weekly, whatever. It does everything. This is the manage program. This is what I use. So we're going to go ahead and add a job. We're going to be working on that 2011 OEM labor times. You guys saw that? So what it asks you for, it asks you to punch in your year. So we'll go 2011. Go to Camry. There's a Camry. We'll go base model. It has a 2.5 liter motor in it. Go ahead and select it. And then go ahead and went ahead and entered that into it. Now you start looking for what you're trying to get done. Alright, and we're doing an alternator. That'll be starting and charging systems. That's basically how you do it, guys, for those of you who don't know. You'll go into charging system because the alternator is the charging system. We won't worry about that. We'll look up alternator, which is right here. We'll click that. And normally this is what the dealer wants for that alternator. We don't worry about that. I add it, but I edit the price to whatever it is at O'Reilly's. And then you put R&R, alternator R&R. So it's 1 hour to do that job. 1 hour to do that job. Now it's a mobile call. It's a mobile call. So what I do, I go ahead and add that to the document, add that to the repair order. All right, and voila, there is your ticket. So what I do, this is the mobile call. I'm out of the way a little bit. All right, so let's check this thing out real quick, guys. He's funny. So this has a loud noise, he says, so let's check it out. Oh yeah, it's loud. That's gonna be an alternator. Yeah, I'm shutting it off. That is, sounds like an alternator. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it apart. We're gonna verify the alternator. I'm pretty sure it is. So anyways, this one's gonna be an alternator issue. I'm gonna, when I take off the belt, I'll spin the alternator as well to see if it makes any noise when I spin it. I'm sure it is. Yeah, so what I do now is I say to myself, how can I be more efficient? How can I make this alternator replacement more efficient? For one thing, I could turn this bad boy around. The vehicle does start, so I can pull it out. And I could go ahead and put the nose right here and put my toolbox in my truck right here. And that way I'm close. So that's one thing that's pretty important as being a mobile tech is plan your job. How can you be more efficient? So right now, another thing I'm thinking about is a part. How am I gonna get a part, an alternator? So what I'm gonna do, I'm not too far from O'Reilly's Auto Parts. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call them. Since I have a rapport, since I have a kind of rapport with, that's where I do business with, I'm gonna call them and I'm gonna have the driver bring the alternator to me. And that's one of these things that, that once you start dealing with one salesman, one part store, you'll start getting, you know, do they have a driver? You can ask them about how can I be down with that program? But you're gonna have to spend money and you're gonna have to be a customer, a real customer for them to deliver parts. They know, O'Reilly's knows that I'm always working, so they're gonna deliver parts to me. I spend a lot of money. So let's make that happen. Let's call O'Reilly's and get them to deliver a part. Is that right, Ace? The thing I do is whenever you pull into your vehicle, I always roll down a window first. You drive a window automatically. First thing you do, roll down the window. Guys, and now that we're more efficient now, our truck is right there, our toolbox is right there. We don't have to do but this. Boom, boom, boom. We can knock this thing out fast. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna take this off right here. Get a 14 millimeter on it. if it allows me to. I'm gonna take that belt off once I flip it in the right direction. Looks like it's gonna come towards me. You see that belt jump? So now we just gotta pop the belt off. I usually like pop them off the smooth pulleys, if you can do it. Now that I'm videoing, I really can't grab it. Figures. Let me do it off camera. It's loose. There, once we have it off, there's a smooth pulley right down there underneath the alternator. I just slipped it off there. Look at this, look at the pulley. The pulley, see it? Look at this gap right here. See, big gap, little gap, big gap, little gap, big gap, little gap. I don't hear a lot of noise. I just feel the restriction in the pulley. You can see it wobble too. You guys see it? Okay, let's change it out. Another test you guys can do when you get the belt off there, you can go ahead and crank up the motor for a second to see if the noise goes away, just in case you're not sure. Man, is it a motor or is it an alternator? Because sometimes the noises scare people and they're scared of the motor. Just take the belt off. If you got a weird noise and you don't know if it's the motor or a belt or a pulley, just start it up. Take the belt off and start it up for a second. Remember, the belt's loose, and see if the noise goes away. Let's see. Noise goes away. Okay? So we know it's not a motor issue, and we've seen the pulley do this wobble thing on there. So we're changing an alternator, and we have one. Thank you, Mr. O'Reilly. Now would be a good time to just disconnect one of the negative battery terminals, clamps. Just go ahead and disconnect one, lay it to the side. Done deal. Because we're going to be messing with electricity over here, with voltage coming from the battery. So let's get it unplugged, get it out of the way, because we don't want to blow no fuses. And then after you get the good alternator on there, then you got to go look for a fuse, or the fuse that probably blown. It's probably deep in the fuse box, and that's another hour. It's another hour because you made a stupid mistake and not disconnect the battery first when you're messing with hot cables like that bad boy right there. All right, a lot of juice coming out of that. So at this point, we can start taking off 10 millimeters, just a 10 millimeter. That doesn't have to come off. Let's go ahead and take off the main battery lead. We'll do that first. That boot just ripped right off of there. Pull the cable off. I'll put all my bolts right there. Everything. Consolidate all your bolts. And if you can separate them up here, is even better. You know, this part of the alternator, this bracket, this pulley, just separate them and organize. Consolidation. Consolidation. All right, so now we unplug this. This is going to be a push button, I believe. I forgot. Let me pull this rubber off real quick. Let me look at it. You got to squeeze a button. I forgot. A button right here. Just push it in. Pull it up. Okay. All right, everything is tight. The belt is on there. This is the routing diagram. It goes around the alternator, that way, around the water pump, back down to the air compressor, and so on. Just to Google 2011, whatever you got, 2009 Honda Accord, let's say, belt routing diagram. Google that, or say it on your Google, and it'll pull up some diagrams for you. I just put that boot back on there that ripped right off of there, and I put a little wire tie on it. And that's it. Let's start this bad boy up after we connect the battery. Let's do that now. All right, this noise should go away. Please, let the noise be gone. You guys know it is. All right. Well, it sure died on me right away. I don't like that. Let's try it again. Start up and say running. Okay. I don't know what happened there. But anyways, she's quiet again. She's quiet, Ace. Yeah, she's quiet. All right, and that is a efficient mobile mechanic with sunglasses on, chilling. I'm feeling good this week, so you guys excuse me, but we're having fun. I think Ace is feeling better already. See what you did? See what you did? We love him. Now that we got that going, we can come in here to the office and we can input the data. All right, first thing I do is I go ahead and edit the alternator cost. That is actually what I paid for it, $237. I did pay for the core, so I'll get that back. That's my money. I bought this with my money. This is actually what it closed out to be for a normal customer that comes in. That alternator is $324. That's how much it would cost if this person would have walked into O'Reilly's. $324 plus a $55 core. So $324. And I spent $237. So I made that much discount on top of my labor. So let me go ahead and put up, because I don't mark up parts. I don't mark up parts, so it'll be $324. So you put in your $324. You know they got to get that 99 cents. Oh my God, they need to stop that. That's so irritating. That sounds like my daughters. It's so irritating, Dad. Okay, so yeah, and you update it. Actually, what you could do also on this program, you can go into the alternator again, and on cost, you can actually put how much it costs you, and it cost me $237. So I'll put $237 up there, and that way, at the end of the month or the end of the year, you can actually pull up a report and show you how much you spent on parts, how much you profited on parts, and it'll do all that for you, in all kinds of categories. So actually the time on that job is going to be 1.5, and it'll automatically calculate it. Sorry about that. So okay, so we got 1.5 on the time, and that would be my labor rate on that, and the part cost $324 plus tax, and that would be the grand total on that. Easy stuff, man. So you really need this program to help you out. Now, in some mobile calls, when I added that 0.5, this is a short distance mobile call. If you got to drive 35 minutes to get a job and 35 back, that 0.5 will turn into 1.0. I automatically add an extra hour of time. You guys get that? 35 minutes, 45, an hour. Just calculate it yourself. You'll figure it out. Whatever works best for you without taking advantage of folks, which is number one, which is one of the top 10. Let me put it that way. So that's it. So now I'll call the customer up and I said the car is ready. All he has to do is pay when the job is done, and that's what I tell him on the phone. He said, do I have to buy parts? No, man, I buy all the parts, just pay when the job is done. And that way they feel better that they're not going to get ripped off by a shady mobile mechanic, because there's a lot of them out there. pay when the job's done. That way, if the car is not running right, at least the customer can say, hey, you know, it's still running the same way. You know, and then the mechanic, if you got a sensible mechanic, they'll be like, yeah, you're right, we haven't fixed it yet. But that's another reason why you don't guess. You always test everything. All right, guys, we got, so we made money on the alternator. How much we make on that alternator? The more money you spend at the parts store, the more discount you get. So after every year that passes, your discount will be just a little bit better, a little bit better. In 10 years, your discount's gonna be huge. I mean, it's better than it was. Obviously, you guys see it for yourself. So, and this is just information because people really don't care if you make money or you survive and paying the rent. They don't care about your financials, but I kind of do. I want you guys to be free. I want everyone to be free. It's a whole different feeling. It's a whole, you see yourself differently in the mirror every day. 3 months of being self-employed, a year of being self-employed, you're not even gonna recognize yourself. You're gonna be learning and changing, and things are gonna be getting better if you get out there and hustle. If you get out there and hustle, you gotta work. It ain't gonna just fall in your lap. Nothing falls in your lap. Okay? God doesn't drop anything in anyone's lap that I'm aware of. He surely doesn't drop it in my lap. Well, usually you're working for it, is what I meant to say. Usually you work for something before the man upstairs will drop something in your lap, say, here you go, here's an open door, here's an opportunity. Usually you're working for it, you're consistent about it. You're consistent about it, you're diligent about it. You have a goal and you're going for it. It may just be a little tiny step. You may be making long strides. Well, however you do it, if you're making tiny steps, you still get those blessings. The universe will work for you and open doors and give you opportunities. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me because I'm living it. So let's get him out here, let's pay the bill. So I made like $90 on that alternator alone, about $90. 237 and 224. It's $10, about $90. $90 plus my labor, which was $127. So that's 227. Did I do that right? About $100, so that's 227 bucks I made for an alternator. Yeah, 227 bucks. It's not bad. It took me like 30 minutes. All right, guys, let's get to the next one. We're almost there. 237, 230. Hey, I did it. 237. And 150, 200, 200, no. I made 150. I made 150 earlier. I just made 237. So that's 400 bucks. Okay, $230 plus 150. That's 327, $377. We made $377 so far. We're close. We have to make another, what, 30, another 20, another 40 bucks, 50 bucks to be in the good. We're gonna make another 50 bucks. Let's get it. We're gonna make this happen. We gotta do 422 today. We're gonna do it. We're not going home until we do it. And that's the attitude that you gotta have when you're first starting out. You're not going back to the room or to the hotel or to the house until you make that quota every day. For the first 3 years, you gotta have that attitude. Well, I did, and yeah, and everything is fine. Let's go get paid. All right, having fun and making money. And having fun is priority. All right, let's do it. All right, we got one more to get to. We're gonna do a 2012 Yaris. It's about 25-minute drive out in Raymond, Mississippi. Let me get that for you, Ace. We're gonna go out there, so 25 back. He says the belt popped off, and I'm asking him, you know, with the pulleys, did you spin the pulleys? And he says everything checked out good. He said he spun them. I usually like bringing a pulley with me. And I should, man, because that's a long way out in the country. There ain't no parts stores out there. What to do, what to do. Efficient. How can I be efficient? Efficient is going ahead and buying a couple pulleys. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to be on Highway 80 anyways. I'm going to be passing an O'Reilly's, you know, before I get to his house. So let me go ahead and pick up a couple pulleys just to be on the safe side. And I'm going to make this trip. So that should be our last call, and we should be over. Yeah, we are going to be over the 422. And yeah, Ace, we took care of it. Yeah, you did a good job too. Good job, good job. Watching my truck and sucking up on my AC. He's like, whatever, dude. All right, guys, let's get to it. One more to go. Hey, and actually, guys, when it comes to when you bill them out, when you get on your program and you start billing out jobs, that the mobile, the 0.5, I said you can go ahead and add a 0.5 to that. You can even possibly just add a 1 to that. Not 0.5, but double that and make it a 1. You know, especially if you're going to go get the parts and you got to wait in line for 15 minutes and you got to drive. It's worth 0.1, guys, honestly. But, you know, if they're really close and everything is pretty convenient for you, yeah, 0.5 it and move on. And that's plenty of money to do a job like that. So just, I thought I'd throw that in there. This is just how I do it. I'm not telling you this is how you're supposed to do it. I've been doing this for, what, more than 12 years now, mobile. I started from the very bottom, man. $200 in my pocket, Ace, a truck, a toolbox with basic tools only, no scan tools. I had a test light. So I've been doing this 12 years, and now I have everything. I have all kinds of diagnostic equipment and torches and, you know, you name it. I got it in this truck, probably. If I don't have it, it's in my storage. So it's a lot of years of building and spending money. But now I'm at that point, you know, 10 years in the game, 8 years in the game, you're really not buying tools like you were if you didn't have nothing to start with. You know, I remember times where I was spending $300-400 a week for some time. At least $400 a month. At least $400 a month. So, anyways, it's a journey, man. Stepping stones. A lot of stepping stones. One thing that you guys are going to be doing a lot, this is a mobile mechanic video, I'm sorry, just feel like talking today. So one thing you're going to be eating between jobs. I eat when I drive most of the time. Sometimes I sit down and chillax and I eat. But most of the time, because my phone rings all the time, I have to keep moving. I hate to be disappoint someone when they're trying to get their car fixed. Thank you for letting me in. Jackson drivers do not let you in. He's probably from out of town. He's probably from out of town because he let me in. Yeah, Jackson drivers, they know what I'm talking about. They will not let you in. They like the lane they're in, they're not going to move and let you in. They're right, Ace. Alright, we're going to eat something. Anyways, eating while you go to your next job. We got a 25-minute drive, so we can just kind of chill and make this happen. I'll see you when we get there. Alright guys, and that's going to be it for the day. There was a little Yaris, you know, everything looked good. Just popped the belt on there and that's it. So, This was quite a bit of difference. This is still 150 just to come way the hell out here and do that belt. And you know, it's all good. It's okay with that. It's an hour of my time plus doing the belt. 150. They normally don't have any problem with that, especially after reading Google reviews. So, you know, they read Google reviews, man. They already know what they're getting pretty much. They got a good idea. So once you get like that, you got some good Google reviews, and you're not gonna have any problems. When it's time to get paid, they're gonna be like, here you go, and tip you too. So that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoy this video, and yeah, I enjoyed making this video. It was a lot of fun. So anyways, guys, I think I'm out here in the country, and I'm looking at, see, I gotta get me some land. Give me some land. And we can do a whole nother, and we can do things a little bit different and better. It's gonna be so cool. But I'm working on it. I'm working on getting a piece of land and finding a piece of land. I'm working on finding a piece of land so we can get started on this. I'm excited. I'm ready to do it. I wish I had $100,000. I wish I had more money is what I meant to say. More money. Yeah, an extra $100,000 would be nice. Which way do I have to go? I don't even know where I'm going. I gotta go, y'all. Peace. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go grab me something to eat. I'll see you next time. It's Hayes Mobile Auto. This is Hayes Mobile Auto Repair. This is Hayes Mobile Auto Repair. We're in Jackson, Mississippi. Peace. So, guys, it looks like we successfully busted the 422. Yeah, we've busted the 422 by $100. So I'm $100 in the positive. Still $100.
At the next light, turn right.
It's like I had a $100 day. I've seen $100 days before. I've seen $50 days before. I'm good with it. As long as it's the positive, I'm good. So, until next time, guys, it's Hayes Mobile Auto Repair. We're in Jackson, Mississippi. And AC Waste. Hey, and I just thought I'd mention that's going to be the last time we talk about money. It's the last time we talk about money, guys. This is not about that. I don't do this thing for the money. I do it because I have a lot of fun out here. I just have lots of fun talking to customers and everything. Going to see different places, you know, beautiful houses, hell, in the ghetto. I see different things all the time. So, and I have a blast. So, yeah, money is just the byproduct. I know you guys heard me say that before, but it's a byproduct of having fun. Alright, guys. Just thought I'd throw that in there. It's Hayes Mobile Auto Repair, again, in Jackson, Mississippi.